now starts the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, featuring Dan Harsha and Dan Allman. This week's show, we're highlighting the latest in music, life, and culture. Through different eyes.
Yo, 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 this is Dan Harsha, and this is the Guitar Gurus, and with me always is...
Dan Allman here.
How you doing tonight, bud?
Man, happy to be here with you, buddy, as always. Digging the nice weather.
Yeah, man. It's just got a nice little field outside today.
Yeah.
It wasn't wet, it wasn't dry.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I like that,
Yeah. I mean, of course, we tape on Tuesdays. Show comes out on Thursday. But this time, it might be snowing by Thursday.
Yeah, who knows around here, right?
Exactly, but I'll take the nice warm day and embrace it.
Yeah.
Man. So, the big thing is we didn't have a show last week.
Yeah, super rare.
Yeah, super rare. We missed a week last week. So, this week, what happened was, here, I'll explain what happened last week. My dear mother-in-law unfortunately passed away last weekend, and we're just all mourning her passing here at the house, and it's been tough, man. It's been a tough couple weeks, and I just wasn't in the mode for the show last week, and I just needed some time. We're back this week. Am I back 100%? I won't lie and say yes. But I'm healing, and I feel pretty good sitting in here talking to you.
Yeah.
So it's part of the process. And what I'm going to do in memory of my mother-in-law, Debbie, as I called her, Debbie, Deborah Ann Galliano, one of the greatest people I've ever met in my life, if not the best person I've ever met in my life. We're dedicating the show to her.
Absolutely.
This is Mom's episode. So episode 59, this is for Mom. Mom's episode. So dedicating the show to her memory. Awesome lady. What I was going to do last week, it's all how this all interconnects is kind of cool. So bear with me for a moment.
Yep.
Last week, I was going to dedicate the show to my wife, Trish, for her birthday on Tuesday, January 22nd. But that's when her mom passed away, was on her birthday. So it's kind of cool in a way. I mean, I don't know. I mean, every year when we celebrate a birthday, we'll always be able to celebrate her mom too. And they were best friends. They just had a bond that was like no other. And I got to see it firsthand for 12 years.
Yeah.
I'm devastated, you know, because it's just nuts around here. But we're going to get through it. We're going to heal. But this show's for Mom. We're going to say happy birthday to Trish again real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Yeah. She's just in there, man. She's still getting the gifts. So,
Yeah.
so happy birthday to Trish, man. So,
Absolutely.
so the last 2 weeks been a roller coaster, but we're back this week. I'm getting my energy back. So by the end of the show, I should be hopefully feeling real good. So, but before I go any further, let me do some business up front. I'm going to do one of these. Yeah, that's
There you
Mom.
go. That's the way to roll right there, man.
Yeah. Every time we pop an ollie, it's for Mom tonight.
That's right.
So pop 'em, Guru Nation. Pop 'em.
Show your support.
Right. That's how everybody in Guru Nation can support me, is just pop 'em in her memory. That's cool.
There it is, man.
So cool. So thanks to Ollie's Bar and Grill for the Ollies tonight, you know.
Yeah.
They're powering us up with the beer every week. Love them people down there. Big news real quick. I don't even think you know this yet.
Uh-oh.
I went there to get the beer for the show tonight, and they got new hours listed.
Whoa.
The only changes is they're closing 2 days a week, Sundays and Mondays.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so they're going to be open Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay. That's just for this time of year.
Yeah, it's just, it is what it is.
I mean, you know, a lot of restaurants are closed on Mondays anyway. It's the dead day.
right.
Everybody goes to the store over the weekend. We're not going out Monday.
And
By
people don't-
Tuesday, they're going out.
Right, and people really don't go drinking on a Sunday night, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're doing that at home a
Right,
lot more
exactly.
now.
That's more at home activities
Yeah.
now on Sunday. So they made the business decision, and I was like, hey man, You know, you still
Makes
got
sense.
Tuesday through Saturday, and they're like, yeah, those are the best days.
They did their market research on it.
Right. So shout out to Ollie's Bar and Grill. If you're down in the La Plata / Ripley area, pop on in Hawthorne Road.
That's right.
They'll take care of you. Tell them you're there with the gurus. They'll get you seated promptly, man.
Absolutely, man. Take good care of you. They always do over there.
Yeah, so go see Justin and the crew, Ollie's Bar and Grill. Be cranking with them. So we're popping them all night for mom.
Hell yeah.
Cool. So let me get focused back again. Yeah, dude. So the last show we aired before we went on the break, we had 2 featured artists that were brand new to the program. Yeah. And it was awesome. First up last on the last show was Suzanne Warner from the Wow Good Band and Jake Downs from Squid Incorporated. Dude, awesome interviews.
Yeah, for 2 first-timers, man, we had a lot of fun, and they handled their business perfectly. Well represented themselves. Just so much fun to talk to.
Right. I mean, I'm going to find them out and go see shows when possible.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's how good those interviews were. If you
Yeah,
took
man.
the time to really listen to them, they were awesome. And they got some viewership out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were over 500 views in the first 24 hours, if not less than that.
That's good for us here.
Yeah, that's awesome,
Yeah.
man. I'll take it. I mean, that's cool. I mean, for our grassroots operation.
Yeah.
You know, but we get a pretty good fan base abroad, though, man. It's crazy how it works, man.
Yeah, it really
We
it
have
really
a lot of Latin American followers, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Argentina, Chile.
We do very well down there.
Who knew? But yeah, I'm down with it, man.
I had no idea.
We play guitar, man.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Right.
Exactly, right? We are the guitar guru.
Hey, man, music is universal, my friend.
That's right, man. You can go anywhere in the world. If you play an instrument, people automatically like you.
Yep.
It's just like, okay, if you take the time to really learn how to play an instrument, you're a pretty cool dude.
Yep.
Typically how it works.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean, everybody loves music. But shout out Suzanne. Shout out Jake. Y'all did fantastic. Of course, Higgy on the beat was great. Sean was great. Of course. The whole show was awesome. This week's show, we're about to get the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system cranking, dude. We're going to get it cranking. We're going to get David Higgins on, Southern Maryland Chronicle, for Higgy on the beat. And it's happening this week, man. He's got the beat on Southern Maryland.
Side note with David Higgins.
All
Give
right.
it to the people, Dan. Give it to the people. What's the side note with Higgins tonight? I'm making you scramble now.
Yeah, man, you're going to have to take it from me, man.
It is his 1-year anniversary with this program.
That's right, man. That's right.
So
dude.
happy anniversary, Chronicle, Gurus, Relationship, David Higgins, Dan, doing the thing, man.
Right, man. That's pretty rad, man. His first appearance on the Gurus was this time last year, man.
Wow. Here we are going strong still.
Still, man, it's cool. Oh, that's the spot.
Oh, we're ready for him now.
Well, cool. So we'll get him cranking in just a moment. Then we'll have Sean Kirkpatrick on for Sean in 60 Seconds. Standard Guru show is in order. Gonna happen.
Yep.
After that, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and get a good buddy of mine named Brian Grove on the phone on the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system. He's a guitarist in a local band called Company B. They're a Bad Company tribute band. Kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. And there's a big scene for this kind of party band or just kind of like a tribute band.
Yeah.
Especially Bad Company, because not anybody's really doing Bad Company material, but they're doing it. And they're doing it pretty good.
Great.
They're in the Ocean City circuit pretty good. I mean, they're always over there playing.
Sweet.
So they got a little thing going on, so we're going to get them on the phone, talk about the band, and see what's up, man. Get the skinny on it, as they would say.
The skinny.
As my good buddy Jelly would say, let's get the skinny on it. Right? That's exactly right. So we'll talk to him, Mr. Grove, and see what's going on. After that, we're going to do the Island Music Guitar of the Week. This week, it's that awesome PRS SE Custom 24 35th anniversary model. And it's killer. It's all, you saw the pictures.
Oh, yeah, she's hot.
That's right. That's the picture sell a book, and we'll be I'll be reading the book to you in just a moment tonight, and we'll talk all about that guitar. That was an awesome guitar to come back to, man. It really got me through some stuff this weekend. So, pretty cool guitar, man. Pretty cool guitar. After that, we'll do the Jesse Wickline Allied Renovations 2 for Tuesday shout outs.
That's right.
Bringing to you every week. It's favorite part of the show. We get to call your names out. It's gonna be awesome. You ready for that?
Oh, that's why I'm here.
Nice.
I'm here for that, man.
I got you. Awesome. Cool. And then after that, we'll probably take another quick break. We'll work it out, but we're going to get Antonio Rucci on the phone. He's the guitarist in the band Pretty Mean.
Nice.
So we had Mike Miller on a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
This is Antonio Rucci. We're going to have him on. He's guitarist in the band, and he's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. There's a story there. We'll get to it, though, with him. It's awesome. It's going to be an awesome interview.
Can't wait.
Man, and that's going to round out the show this week.
Yeah, man.
What do you think?
It's perfect. Perfect show this week.
Dude, well, you give me some soothing tones, and I'm going to get the Ollie's Bar.
All right.
Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system.
Time for David Higgins' Southern Maryland Chronicle, coming to you right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
Oh, it's ringing, dude.
Good evening, this is Dave.
Hey, Higgy, it's Dan. What's happening, buddy?
What's going on, brother?
Man, we're doing our thing here in the show. Fired it back up this week. We're dedicating the episode to my late mother-in-law, Deborah Ann Galliano. Tragic, man. But we're here cranking this week.
Very, very sorry to hear that, man.
Appreciate you, man. You know that. But I got Mr. Alban here in the studio. He's back with us. Mr. Alban, say hi to Mr. Higgy.
Hey, how you doing there, Mr. Higgy?
Hey, buddy. I didn't know you were still doing the show.
No, I'm a slacker. Nobody knows I'm even on this show.
Love it, dude. Well, Higgy, man, let's just get this baby cranking because it's shocking in our world. We're running late already, so let's jump into it, man. What's Southern Maryland serving us this week? What's Higgy on the beat got?
Okay. Good evening, Southern Maryland. I'm Dave Higgins for Higgy on the Beat, coming to you live from the Southern Maryland Chronicle newsroom. This weekend looks to be a mix. Cloudy and chances of rain all weekend. Highs are going to be in the upper 40s, lows in the 30s. So let's get started with your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler of what's on tap this weekend in Southern Maryland. On Friday, 7 p.m. at the Rex in Leonardtown, you have Latrice Carr. At Ollie's Bar and Grill in the Plate at 9 p.m., you've got Split Second. Also at 9 p.m., Jason Mitchell will be at Ape Hangers Bar and Grill in Belle Isle. And at 10 p.m., Paradox will be at ABC Liquors and Lounge in California. To get your Saturday going, 2 p.m., Alex Young will be at the Port of Leonardtown Winery. 8 p.m., you've got the Pax Rats at Tap House 1637 in California. Over in Lusby at Bucket Sports Bar, 8 p.m., you've got Swamp Dog Blues Band. At 9 p.m., you've got the Parrot Bay Trio and Hunt's Tavern in Pomfret. 9 p.m. also, you got Hydro FX, going to be at Last Drop Country Bar in Hollywood. And at 9:30, Port Tobacco Marina, Sam Grow Band will be lighting up. On Sunday, 11 a.m., you have Lizzie Deer will be at the Ruddy Duck Seafood Ale House. That is in Piney Point. And at 3 p.m., closing out your weekend, you've got Riverside South at Toots Bar in Hollywood, Maryland. Weekly music schedule is prepared by Lynn Arion with permission given to the Chronicle to reprint. And that's your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler for this weekend. Be sure to check out the entire local music schedule, which is released on Thursdays at 4 p.m. on southernmarylandchronicle.com and shortly thereafter on Facebook. Remember, no drinking and driving, get a DD, or utilize Uber and Lyft. Southern Maryland has tons of drivers, and on their Facebook page, you can contact drivers to make sure that you have rides before heading out or setting up something if you're going to like bar hopping.
Nice. That's really cool, man. And there's a lot of good bands already on the docket.
Yeah, there's a nice mix. When I got the thing from Lynn this morning, I saw a nice mix. I was able to throw some stuff in there we normally don't see in the schedule. So, there's a lot to choose from. This week it was one of those weeks where also I don't have a double for any venue. All 12 that I listed is all different venues. So
yeah, I noticed that.
That's awesome.
That's always good to do. Be able to promote 12 different venues. Instead of sometimes the slower weekends, you only have a handful of venues doing stuff.
Right. Yeah, man. Sam Grove Man's back in town Saturday night.
Yep.
I'd catch them if you're around. I guess it depends on what county you're living in.
Yep. Or head over to Ape Hangers and see Jason Mitchell Friday night.
The Mitch. Well, look at the Mitch booking Ape Hangers.
Look at that.
Look at that network. And he's like, I saw the Dynamos play there. I'm doing that.
I might pop in for a minute on that one. You never know.
Hey, come on, you got to stay for at least 2 minutes.
Well, however long it takes me to drink 12 beers.
You better be utilizing Uber or Lyft, man.
Yeah, hey, last time I went to Apes, I used a Uber, Lyft thing, whatever.
You got Garubered. I ended up taking you home.
I got Garubered on the way back, though. But I didn't drive.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Oh, awesome.
Trust me, I should have bought in stock in Uber and Lyft when it came out.
Right.
Seriously, right?
I remember at one point I was taking that thing back and forth from Hollywood to MIR, and it was costing me $60 a day just to do that.
Screw that.
So, it was worth it because I didn't have to worry about drinking, driving, or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
very wise.
Because after 12 hours at the racetrack, you got to have some drinks.
Right.
No doubt.
All right, we got a few events going on in Southern Maryland this weekend. On February 8th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Calvert Prince Frederick Library, they have their jewelry show, For the Love of Jewelry, which will be featuring 5 local artists. On February 7th from 6:30 to 8:30 at the Southern Maryland Martial Arts and Fitness Center in Bryans Road, Pink Goes Red for Heart Health Month. Activities will include blood pressure screenings, Zumba, spin, Pilates classes, and healthy snacks will be provided to everybody. And then on February 7th from 5 to 8 p.m., Love in Leonardtown. Come out and enjoy a night of Leonardtown as they get prepared to start their first Friday series back up.
Nice. All right.
A little bit of music news for February 6th in history. 1818, composer Henry Charles Lidoff was born. In 1943, Frank Sinatra made his debut as a vocalist on radio's Your Hit Parade.
Oh, wow.
1970, John Lennon's Instant Karma with Yoko Ono's Who Has Seen the Wind was released in the United Kingdom. In 1971, Richard Thompson left Fairport Convention. 1987, Joan Jett made her acting debut in Light of Day. Also in 1987, Sonny Bono declared his candidacy for mayor of Palm Springs.
Nice.
Yeah.
In 1990, Billy Idol broke several bones in a serious motorcycle accident. As a result, he could not appear on the Oliver Stone's The Doors in a major role. In 2002, Celine Dion's A New Day Has Come was released for radio play. And in 2003, 50 Cent's debut album, Get Rich or Die Trying, was released.
Wow.
Jeez, that was 2003?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Oh, my God. That
Don't you feel
20 years old almost.
Done.
I feel old every day.
We have a few birthdays, famous people birthdays. In 1911, Golden Age of Film star and 40th President of the United States, Ronald Reagan. 1912, Ava Braun, better known as Ava Hitler. 1917, Zsa Zsa Gabor, known for her 9 marriages, along with acting in Nightmare on Elm Street and Naked Gun 33 1/3. She is the mother of Francesca Gabor Hilton, whose father is hotel baron Conrad Hilton.
Oh, wow.
1945, the ambassador of the Third World, Bob Marley. In 1950, jazz and pop vocalist who was the daughter of Nat King Cole and was known for her many hit singles like This Will Be and Everlasting Love, Natalie Cole. In 1963, the world was welcome to Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 1966, Never Gonna Give You Up singer Rick Astley. And a few Southern Maryland musician birthdays this week. On Monday, February 3rd, I know I'm going to mess up his name, Michael Trujillo.
Trujillo.
There you go.
Yeah, he was just
Apologize for that. And on Thursday, February 6th, Josh Riley.
All right.
Happy birthday, Southern Maryland musicians. Remember, if you get the chance, message one of us from the Gurus or myself. if you have a birthday coming up, so we can make sure we can give you a shout out.
Absolutely.
There it is. I love it.
And that's your weekly wrap of music news. As always, follow the Chronicle on Facebook at facebook.com, SOND Chronicle, or at our website, southernmarylandchronicle.com, for all your local, state, and regional news, weather, sports, and all the above.
Awesome, dude.
Well, before we let you out of here tonight, I personally want to say happy anniversary.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you very much.
This has been a year, this partnership of ours.
Yes, my first show with you was 1 year ago yesterday.
Oh, man.
Love it, dude.
It's been beautiful, man.
Where does time go? I feel like we just started this last week.
It's gone into hours and hours of content. That's where it went.
Yeah, man.
Which is all available in past episodes, by the way.
Yes, on the Southern Maryland Chronicle and on your guys' site.
That's correct.
That's right. Dude, the more we age, man, the quicker time goes by.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And
Yeah, I know.
let's think about this for one quick second. I mean,
From the time I put my head to go to sleep at night till the morning time comes, it goes really quick.
oh, that's the quickest ever. But let's really think about this for one quick second. Look at a year ago, yesterday. Look at today. Look at your deal. Look at our deal. And how much have we grown in a year? It's amazing.
I've grown 22 million views.
That's you're almost caught up to us. That's impressive, man.
Yeah, but I bet 21 million of those are your views.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're guru views. So just congratulations on the hard work and keeping
Thank
up
you guys.
with it.
Congratulations to you guys too.
Yeah, man.
You know, you guys do this week in and week out. You know, we've had a little speed bumps where we've had to, not do something because of, like a tragedy last week, or, I've had something going on where I can't be on the show, but, we get it done every week.
That's right.
Fun guru fact. I've only read the news once.
Right.
So you've been consistent, my friend.
Yeah, dude. My hat's off to you for your consistency and commitment to the program, man. 'Cause, dude, you're one big part of the key of what makes it all go down, man.
That's
it's
right.
really cool.
It's how we do it. It's how we get the news out around here. We got to work together.
Exactly.
And it's cool because I hear people say, "Oh man, another show this week. You're going to talk to Higgy."
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Dude, you're Higgy now around here. You know that.
Right. Dude, I
Isn't that
remember in the
cool?
beginning, dude, you're like, man, are you sure, man? I'm like, dude, I got this, dude. You're good.
And there it is.
And it's just awesome, dude. And, dude, again, man, thank you so much for sticking with us. And we got a nice energy about us. The show's, it's unique. And I know
Yes,
no one.
I love being here.
Yeah, and I know no one can just easily copy it. That's what's really cool because.
And if anybody does try and copy it, everybody's going to know right off the bat that it's copied.
Right. So.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you going to be, the Southern Maryland ukulele gurus?
Yeah, with Stan and Stan.
No, I love all ukulele players first and foremost.
I play the ukulele.
Yeah.
I would love to learn how to play that.
Right.
It's easier than you think, man.
Someone needs to start a ukulele show called the Ukes.
Yeah, the
Get
two ukes.
Yeah, the two Ukes. Y'all get it done.
With Stan and Stan?
Right, there it is. Exactly. All right, Higgy, man. We'll let you roll, buddy. I appreciate you, and we'll be checking in with you next week, all right?
All right, guys. Talk to you later. Have a great show.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Peace.
Bye.
Bye. Wow, dude. Higgy on the beat this week, man. He's awesome.
Oh, we love it, man.
Dude, I can't believe a year.
A year.
Dude, I was like, man, I saw the memory pop up. I was like, wow, man, the old format. I was like, he was like a guest.
Yeah. It would be neat to go back and dive into that one. If you guys are listening, you want to go back and dig into it. I'm sure it's a lot different than what you're listening to right now.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's awesome. But yeah, man, year, Higgy on the beat, man, pretty cool.
Southern Maryland Chronicle, you heard him, 22 million views over the last year. He's doing some work. So we're happy to have him, man.
Cool.
All right.
Hey, dude, without further ado, we're already a couple minutes behind. I think we're just going to keep cranking it. And let's just get Sean on the phone real quick. Let's just double tap this.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
Let's see if we can actually have Sean in 60 seconds. That's the running joke around here. It's usually Sean in about 18 minutes. But, yeah, do the math.
We'll see. He might be mad that we're late calling him.
Ooh, he might speed it up.
He might.
Good evening, gurus.
Hey, Sean, what's happening, buddy?
Just hanging out, waiting on a phone call.
I knew it. There it was.
There it was.
I sense no hint of any kind of sarcasm there.
I love it.
None at all.
How you guys been?
Oh man, dude, we've seen better days. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
we're running way behind tonight, man. We're getting our feet back under us.
Right.
Oh man. Well, yeah. I mean, I was getting worried there for a second. I was wondering if y'all were gonna miss my segment.
No, absolutely not.
Dude, that's the beauty of your segment. It's got so much flexibility because it's shown in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
If we run late, we'll never be late.
Exactly.
Right.
Dude.
Well, yeah, man. So this past weekend I had off, so I got to go out and hang out at the jetty, of course, like I always do.
Yeah.
But I was fortunate enough to see a band called Bad With Names. They've been around for 10 plus years, up from like the Fells Point area, and they played their 400th show at the jetty Friday night, and it was their 29th time playing at the jetty.
Jeez.
Yeah, apparently there's this website called MarylandParty.com or something like that, and they keep all the stats on like all the bands and entertainment that's going on in Maryland.
Oh wow.
That's
Yeah,
cool,
I
man.
bet like anybody that's playing in a band, like you guys could probably go on there and find your band on there.
So where did you come in at? You know, you looked it up. You looked it up. Come on.
I didn't look it up. I haven't looked it up yet.
Who did then?
I mean, because I have a lot of like I have to look up Back by Sunrise, Lovely Rita, They Rode in Horses,
Dude,
and
you
all
just
this other
said
shit. I mean, if
Back
I
by
was just gonna,
Sunrise. Oh my god! Wow, that band name is like 5-6 years old, man.
yeah, I know, right?
Wow.
You believe that shit?
Dude, I wow, Back by Sunrise. Then what was the
Yeah,
other
man.
one? What was after that? It was Lovely Rita,
It was Lovely Rita after that. Yep, and then Trilogy.
then Trilogy. Yeah. Dude, I saw the band go through 3 phases. Wow.
Yeah, man, you guys were there for the long haul.
Well, I was there because of my time at Hot Licks with Aaron.
Right.
I was really with it all.
I bet he was probably having a panic attack when we were trying to convince him to come over to Back by Sunrise and leave full steam.
Right.
That was a cluster.
Full steam. I
Right.
remember that one.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, dude. I got all the inside skinny because Aaron had to run the schedule through me at Hot Licks so he could get all his dates right. So
Oh, shit.
He had to clue me in on what was going on. So I got the whole thing and I didn't have to participate. It was pretty awesome. That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm
man.
saying, dude. It's like because the singer back then, your singer was Lindsay, right?
Yeah, that was Lindsay Owen back then.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Y'all had a thing going on back then. It was pretty big, and then how that all worked out was weird, but it's cool now.
Yeah, it's just been a power struggle, really. I mean, Lindsay was in charge of Back by Sunrise, and when she went, she wanted to keep the Facebook page and all the names and everything like that. So that's understandable. She did take care of everything on that front, but she did that on her own accord. We were like begging for help to help her, and she just wouldn't let us.
Right.
So I mean, it's some people have to do things that way, and some people don't. I mean, we don't, and it works great.
Right. Well, we'll take the minute real quick to, let's make this educational real quick. When you're in a band and in a situation, everybody should be all equal in on the extra activities outside of actual practice.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
I mean, there's so many responsibilities involved. It's almost, I can't imagine trying to take care of it all by myself. And I know a bunch of bands that do that. They put it all on one guy. And I mean, that's probably why a lot of them don't work out. The guy gets stressed out or burnt out, and then
Right. And then once
nobody knows what to do.
Exactly. There's no backup.
Yeah. You gotta spread it out, man. Everybody's got to have their responsibilities.
Yeah. So, I mean, inside scoop. So Trilogy, we always joke about everybody has 1 million jobs or 27 jobs, whatever. We always throw a random number out there. So for Trilogy, the front persons, being Tara now, Hannah used to do this job as well. They're responsible for social media, interactions with venues and stuff like that on Messenger, and they're responsible for being the front of the band, like the face, in most of the social interactions. And then, I also teach them how to wire up the lights.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
There
yeah,
should
and
be
then,
another person that can do that. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, no, I can't. I don't have time to do any production stuff when I get to gigs. I mean, I got to set up a whole drum set. So I got the rest of the band helping me put up all the production kits and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. I play a 4-piece, but I also have a laptop and a mixer and sample
Come on,
pad.
dude, I had to do that. I had to, man. Come on. That was funny. You set me up for that.
Oh, man.
The electronics, actually, I found out takes longer for me to set up than my actual drums.
I get you. Yeah, the hybrid. You got a hybrid system. You got a whole ecosystem of instruments.
Yeah.
It's a fucking spaceship, man.
Right. Yeah. You're taking off every night, man.
Yes, sir.
I dig it.
Going on a journey. But yeah, so Chris makes sure that all the gear is up and running and everything's good, and we have backups and stuff like that. Aaron takes care of all the accounting, all the liaison work with the agency. Jason does all the tracking, stuff like that, and click tracks and structuring the songs. And he's kind of like the musical director.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, dude. Whatever you do, don't call me if you need a player.
That's a lot of work.
Well, so that's the cool thing. Like once we need new musicians, we can kind of move back into the production world and keep the band, awesome.
Right.
Even more awesome.
Yeah, 'cause, you got a backbone of already all these sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
But you guys are doing it right. Everybody's got their jobs. I love it. I love hearing that. That's just the way you got to do it.
Right. My hat's off. Yeah, that's cool.
Nobody can do everything.
No.
No matter how much you think you can, if you can divvy up the responsibilities, go for it.
Right.
Right. Well,
Dude, I get it.
Solo artists have a management team.
Right.
So,
And I mean, as a startup band, you don't have the money to pay for a manager, let alone fucking
a team.
A team, yeah.
Team.
It's like Wayne's World in the gun rack. I don't even own a gun, let alone multiple guns that would necessitate a rack.
An entire rack.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. All right, guys.
All
Well,
right,
I'm going
dude.
to head back in.
Yeah, dude, do your thing tonight, man. Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah.
We'll check in with you next week. As always, Sean Kirkpatrick, Sean in 60 Seconds is a staple around here, and we love having you on.
I love being here. You know that.
Yeah, man. Cool.
All right, guys.
All right, dude,
Y'all have a good
peace.
night.
All
See
right,
you,
man.
buddy.
Later.
Beautiful.
Perfect segment.
That was Sean in 60 seconds right there, everybody.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Yeah,
Good
see what
stuff.
happens when we make him wait a little bit?
Yeah, he gets antsy. I knew he was going to say something, man. Yeah.
Just waiting on a phone call.
Yeah. Well, dude, there's nothing worse than someone says, I'm going to call you right at a certain time, and like 2 or 3 minutes goes by because it's the longest 2 or 3
Yeah.
minutes.
There's other shit you could be doing.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. So great. Sean, 60 seconds on the show. Got him out here. Doing a great job as always. Great topic talking about responsibilities in the band. Everybody do your part, do your share. Yeah, that's what I got out of it.
Exactly what I got. Well, dude, I think we're going to take a break. Come back and then get Mr. Brian Grove on the phone. Get him on the Ollie's Bar and Grill Soundstage phone system to find out about Company B.
Yeah.
Bad Company tribute band.
There you go.
They're pretty cool, man. Pretty cool idea. They got some hits.
That's
man.
a good band to cover.
Yeah, man, and they do it pretty well from what I hear from my sources.
From your sources.
I love it. Leave it like that. All right, it's Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. We'll be right back. Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk construction.
All right, Mr. Harsher, what's up?
Our good friends at Allied Renovations can offer the best value when it comes to replacing your home's exterior, whether it be your roof or facade. Did you know that?
How does he do it?
Streamlined operations. Jesse and his team have been part of the roofing community since 2015. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, Jesse has some of the deepest roots in our community. Did you know that?
Why does that matter?
Because you don't have to worry about the here today, gone tomorrow contractor schemes that are out there.
Well, you know he's going to be around. That's some great stability.
Yes, it is. So if and when the time comes, your home needs help with its roof or facade, please don't forget to contact Jesse Wickline at Allied Renovations. That number is 301-399-7031. Once again, that number is 301-399-7031. They are waiting for your call. tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry. Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss. Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today. Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
What's up, y'all? This is Sam Grow, and you're listening to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
The Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus, the only guys that would do a live broadcast from Dog Bad. We see each other through different eyes.
Oh yeah, dude, we're back from break, man. It's the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. How are you tonight, Mr.
Oh, yeah, you know I'm good, man. Doing great.
Awesome, dude. I'm getting back into the groove of things, man.
Yeah, I know, man. I understand that. You're hanging in there, man. You're doing well.
Yep.
Doing very well.
There it is.
There it is. Another papa. Thank you, Ollies, for that.
Right, dude. So the episode's cranking along. What we're gonna do in this segment is first up we're gonna get Brian Grove on the phone from Company B, the Bad Company tribute band.
Right.
Get him cranking. Then we're gonna do the guitar of the week. How's that sound?
Beautiful.
That's awesome. So we're gonna do this stuff. We're gonna get it cranking and take a break after that. Come back, do the Jesse Wickline Allied Renovations 2 for Tuesday shout outs, and then get our last guest on tonight, Antonio Rucci. What does that sound like?
Perfect. Sounds like a show.
Awesome, dude. Well, dude, give me some soothing tones, and I'll get Mr. Brian Grove on the Ollie's Bar and Grill Soundstage phone system.
Let's get it on right here. The Ollie's Bar and Grill Soundstage phone system is cranking up for our first featured guest of the evening.
Here we go, dude. It's ringing. We're locking in the signals. Getting Brian Grove on the phone for the Company B Bad Company tribute band. Let's see if we get him on here. It's ringing all right. There he is. Come on, Brian.
Hello.
Hey, Brian. It's Dan from Guitar Gurus. You want to go on the air?
Hey, Dan, what's up, man? Thanks for calling.
All right, dude. Well, here we are, dude. We're in the studio. I got your mic on. We are recording, and I got my co-host Dan Albin here with me. Dan Albin, say hi to Brian Grove.
How you doing, Brian?
Hey, Dan, how are you, sir?
Not bad, man. Thanks for spending some time with us this evening.
Yeah, I always wanted to go on the Guitar Guru show.
Well, here you are, buddy.
I finally got my chance.
Yeah, man. Got you on the line, dude. You're cranking on the Ollie's Bar and Grill Soundstage phone system, my friend. You're on the air. I love it.
Unbelievable.
Well, dude, your first timer on the show. So, dude, the first question, we always started off this way, is we want your backstory, man. Tell us when you when you picked up the guitar and knew that was part of you, and why you became a guitarist, and how you ended up in this Company B band.
Well, I started my cousins played guitar, and they always had guitars there, and they started showing me like an E chord and a C chord. You know, and
Right.
I was probably 9 years old, and then I started learning them. And my neighbor, he played guitar, so we got together and we learned some of the old America songs. I don't know if anybody remembers them, but
I do.
we were playing the acoustics, you know.
Wow. That's awesome.
And then Steve Miller Band and all that came out, and we were just like blown away. We were desperately trying to learn his songs. You know? And that's where it went from there. I just kept doing it, kept playing, and just started joining bands and stuff like that in my young years before I got married, you know.
Right.
So anyway, that's, you know, I just kept playing, and I tried out for bands and stuff like that, and we formed up a couple bands. One band called Screamer, and that was out of high school.
Right.
I took that a couple years later. Then we started a band out in Northern Virginia called Chronicle. I was in that one.
Crank call.
I was in that. Yeah. That was a pretty awesome band. And we were playing everywhere, you know, all the places. And yeah, and then next thing you know, life caught up, and I had to set it down for about 10 years while we raised kids.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so then we came back, and I started playing again, and we hooked up with some of the fellas, and they're all still jamming, and it just fell right back in, and, you know, we've been having fun ever since.
That's awesome, dude. Well, the Company B Band, who are all the members in the band?
Well, in that band, I got Mike R. Scott. We got him for lead vocals, and I'm going to have him on the phone if you don't mind. I'd like to call him up. He would like to tell a little bit about his side of it. But he used to follow me back when I was in the band in high school.
Oh, wow. All right, well, shit.
Yeah, and then so he's got some great things going on, and I was really impressed with him. And so anyway, he's singing our lead vocals. We got Greg Alley playing bass. Me and Greg been playing together for about 40 years.
Oh, wow. All right.
You know, off and on. So so we got that. And we got Michael Newby playing drums. Now, there might be some musicians who are familiar with Mike Newby. He was back in the 80s playing around with all the bands, traveling around. And we got Steve Winger on the keyboard, playing piano,
All
keyboard.
right.
Yeah, so we got an awesome lineup. And this band is like really, really good. I mean, I'm just, it's the first time I played in a band with keyboards.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it took us to another level, you know.
It
It's
fills
really
in some
amazing.
space, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, what's your current rig? What are you playing on right now, man? This is a guitar show, so let's talk guitars. What kind of guitars do you have? I've seen your pictures. You got a pretty nice collection, but what are you playing at shows? What can people expect to see you playing when they see your band play?
Well, I'm running an EVH 5150 is what I'm using, and I got the one with the L34 tubes in it.
Right.
Yeah, they give me more of the classic rock sound. They had the other 5150 that I have as a backup. It's more of a cleaner amp, but this one here it does the more classics, and it took some getting used to on how to use it, man, because I'm the old school. I used to run the Marshalls. You put the master, up where you want it. You put the gain on 10 and use your volume.
Right.
But these are totally different. You adjust the gain according to the pickups you're using.
Right.
If you put the gain all on 10, you got these different pickups on it. It doesn't sound as good. So I discovered every time I put another guitar, I got to move that gain. I got to adjust that gain to get that setting on the 5150. But it's a great amp. I mean, it's truly amazing, and I'm using the effects pedal, the Fractal audio systems.
Fractal, okay.
Yeah, so I'm using that for all my, all my effects.
I got
And
you.
I don't use a whole lot of effects with it. I mean, I'm the chorus delay guy. I got just a straight through catch, and I got my chorus and clean, and that's it. I mean, I don't really jam it up with a lot of stuff. I'm kind of old school.
Yeah, man. Sounds rad, man. Is it loud?
Yeah, it's loud. That's sometimes that's a problem. I'm working on that right now. Now the 5150's got the dial in the back for the size room that you're playing in.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm learning that to get that adjusted in, and your presence too. You got to get that set, and then it's got a real beautiful sound.
So
But
overall,
what's really nice about the 5150 is that setting in the back. You're playing any kind of venue, man. When you play your leads and stuff, that lead will show up in somebody's face way in the back of the room.
Right.
I mean, it's just an amazing amplifier. And you never got that out of Marshall, but I mean, that's, not taking anything away from Marshall. But, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, what, and your guitars again? What are you jamming on? I see you got a variety.
Yeah, I got my Charvel, which is an EVA Charvel.
Right.
This one here was built. This one here is number 507. I think a lot of money. It's not one of the Korean models or the Mexican. It's USA, built by Charvel.
Right.
I got that one, and then I got it's called an Edwards, made by, what is that, ESP?
Yeah, that's that Japanese line.
Yeah, Les Paul.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's everything to spec of Les Paul custom.
Right.
Everything was built the same wood, same paint job. They match up. Japanese made pots, but they make them, to match up the exact specs.
Right.
What Gibson had there. And the only problem with it is I'm going to take it in and have it worked on by, I just want to put a plug out there for my friend Dave Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
Works on my guitars.
Right.
And Danny Harsh works on my guitars, too.
Oh, yeah. I've played that guitar.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
What?
I didn't know that you worked on those at friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, Danny's a genius, and he's a genius with guitars, so let him fool you. But anyway, the pots on that thing, I would like to get the treble bleed put on it.
Yeah.
Because when you run the volume, it's like, you turn it a little bit, the thing's like, real loud. You can't crack it back. It's got the old school technology. So I'd like to have those pots fixed up there. That's might be good to go. And I got a Telecaster,
Nice.
Fender Telecaster, and that has the treble bleed in it. Comes stock, and all of the new ones, like a 2018.
Yeah, I remember when you got that.
Treble bleed. That's got to be one of the best guitars I ever had. I mean, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah, that thing will
Amazing.
sing. It'll sing, man.
Yeah, and then what else I got out here? I got to go look at it all. I got a Music Man Axis
All right.
Sport. Yeah, and I got EVH Wolfgang pickups in it. USA
All right.
Wolfgang pickups and treble bleed.
All right.
That guitar is like really, really nice. It's really amazing. And I got a Taylor acoustic, and let's see, I had an EVH Wolfgang.
Wow, man.
And I got a Les Paul Standard Gibson.
Look at this, man. He's got a little collection. I told you, man.
Actually, it's not a Les Paul Standard. It's an anniversary model, 60 series.
Oh,
Les
wow.
Paul. Got chameleon green paint on it.
Oh, cool.
Everything built to the 60s. Got the ultra thin neck on it and stuff, man.
Yeah, man. That's real cool. Got a little collection of instruments, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the all too famous, I got the PRS in there too, the 24 fret custom.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
That's a good piece.
So the PRS is doing a lot of the work for the company these days. That guitar is real universal.
Yeah, man. Once you find one of those for when you're playing regular gigs, man, it gets nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I got the pull tap on it for single coil work that a lot of the Bad Company stuff has.
Right.
So that comes in handy right there. And then it's got the classic sound when you put that in there. It's just amazing guitar. Really amazing.
Yeah, man, they make them.
But I like to try to get that Les Paul in there because it gives me that Bad Company look, you know? That's what they all played with. And except for in the latter days, then they played with Paul Reed Smith.
Right. I get you. Let's do this. Why don't you get Mike on your phone real quick, and we'll talk live shows, dates, times, and locations.
Oh, Yep. Can you hold on a second? Hang on a minute.
Yeah,
Let me get him on the line.
Yeah, me and Dan will talk real quick. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Dial him up.
Wow. Here we are.
We're hosting the show, and we're on hold. I love
I'm just getting ready to say, we're waiting now.
This is awesome. I dig it, dude. That's
just
awesome.
quoting Sean here, just waiting on a phone call.
Yeah, we're here at the studio. We're on hold. Brian Grove is getting Mike R. Scott, the lead singer to the company B Band, on his phone. That way we can all talk about the band, a little bit more about the live shows.
Yeah.
Let's see. Y'all there?
Yeah, Danny?
Yeah, we're here, man.
Okay, man.
All right, Mike.
Hey, what's happening, man?
All right, dude, you got to talk up a little bit louder than that. But, hey, man, we're here in the studio. We're taping this call. Brian said we wanted to get you on to talk the live shows, dates, times, and locations. Then we're going to get a little bit of information on the band. Does that sound cool?
Works for me, man.
All right, dude. Well, where are y'all playing at? Where can people catch the Company B Band at?
Right now, the only show we have is February 29th at Fisher Canteen up in East Baltimore.
All right.
Nice. All right.
There's 4 bands that day. We're headlining. Direct support is Silence No More. I'm sure you've heard of them. And then a band called Band Committee, Red Bullets opening up. So we'll be hitting it probably right about 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow. That's cool. All right. And that's what day again?
February 29th.
All right. Cool.
Leap year, baby.
Yeah,
Leap year.
leap year.
That's
show.
right.
Yeah, that's what they all say, leap year. I still don't understand what it is.
There's never February 29th, Brian. Only every 2 years.
Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
I do want to put a plug in. We are playing at Toots Bar
All right. Where at?
in Hollywood, Maryland. Now it's in April 18th.
All right, April 18th.
There you go.
April 18th. We'll be there. That's like an all-night show.
Oh, wow. All right. So you'll get real big into the catalog of Bad Company songs, right?
Yeah. It's there's some darker side Bad Company songs we'll probably be doing.
Yeah, and a couple free songs.
All right.
There you go.
Cool, man. That's awesome. Well, Mike, let's talk about the band, man. Are you like the guy that organized this thing? Did you conceive the band?
No, actually, Brian reached out to me to join the band, actually.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well,
Yeah, I got the idea, man, to do Bad Company. I started searching online to see who was doing it, and I was like, wow, there's not a whole lot of bands covering Bad Company, and they were so great, you know, with all their hits throughout the years. You know, I couldn't believe it. I mean, we had our Zeppelin tributes, we had our AC/DC tributes, but there wasn't anybody doing the Bad Company.
Good call on that, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm so glad we got Mike to sing, the professional he is. I mean, it's just, y'all, man, it's just amazing.
Right.
You got yourself a good mix of people in that band. Everybody's doing
Yeah,
it.
you
Yeah, all right. Well, cool. Well, dude, before we get off the phone tonight, let's play this. We'll do the last question and let both of y'all get a crack at it. I think this would be a perfect way to end this. We call it best gig, worst gig. You answer in any order you like, but you got to answer both. So give us in y'all's time of jamming together, what's been the best part and the worst part.
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I'll have to say the best part is not so much a gig as in high school, Brian and Greg were in the the band to go see all the time, you know what I mean?
All right.
Like they were the guys, man. They were the superstars. They were it, you know what I mean? And I left town for a little bit. Came back a few years later and was doing my thing. And so quite a few years later, I'm finally getting a chance to jam with them. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we've only done 2 gigs, so there really is no worst gig with this band that I've had.
Right.
There have been some worst gigs in the past, though.
All right, lay one on us, man.
All right, let's see if I can do this without calling somebody out.
Shit.
So I guess I'll just tell the story with their name. So we were jamming and playing a live gig, had good audience going on, and there was some partying and drinking going on.
Right.
And in the middle of the song, one of the guys in the band leaned over to another guy in the band and said, "Hey, you do realize you're playing the wrong song, right?" and it was like halfway through, but the worst part was it was like a mashup. It was working, you know what I mean? It didn't really throw it off bad. I don't think most people realized it except for the band, but that was pretty horrendous thing.
Jeez, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I love that story. That's good. So what's the best part, man? What's the best gig?
My best gig, oh man, that's split. Either sharing the stage with Drake or actually got to do direct support for Blackberry Smoke. That was a pretty cool gig, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dude, those guys are badass, man.
Yeah, they're freaking excellent. We were slated to be the opener with the direct support, and then them at Ramstead Live, and the direct support didn't join the tour, so they came to us and said, "How long can you play?" And we said, "As long as you want, man." So
that's always the right
those
answer.
Guys are, that's right. Those guys are phenomenal musicians, man.
Wow, that's really decent.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Man, dude. Well, I suggest everybody go out and see the Company B band, man. Check out these guys, man. They're doing the Bad Company tribute band thing, and they're rocking it out, man.
Yeah, hey guys, give everybody a quick rundown of where they can catch you or where they can come visit you on social media or where the pertinent information. I think we got disconnected. Hello?
Ryan?
Oh.
Yeah. What was the question? Because I'm having a little trouble here.
Throw out your pertinent information where people can come visit you on social media, or if you got any kind of web presence where they can come see what you got going on.
Yeah. So Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's just Company B, right?
All right.
Company space B, it should bring you right to our page, and you can't miss it if you know what the logo looks like. It's pretty much Bad Company's logo done backwards for the most part, with the dice and everything, just a black and white logo. We haven't hit Twitter or any of the other ones yet, or the website yet. I mean, we're pretty fresh, you know.
Well, that's why we're on the show, man. We're getting you out there, man. We're getting you exposed.
Yeah, great. Appreciate it more than you'll ever know, man.
That's cool, man. Well, dude, I've known Brian for some years now. He's been reaching out, asking to come on for a while. I've been keeping him at bay, and I finally got you guys on, man. It's pretty cool, so it's awesome.
Awesome. Right. So, well, I hope I run into you sometime down there.
You might, man. I'll be out and about.
It's very possible with us. You never know where we're gonna pop in on, man.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, one day I can come by the Guru's studio and see what you got going on in there.
Well, dude, see, that's the mystery around here.
Those VIP tickets are $1,500 a piece.
Yeah, and you get the Batman treatment. You get knocked out when you drive up here. It's a secret location.
You had to get in the car with the hood on your head.
That's right.
That's right. That's a good deal. All right, guys, man, we're gonna cut you guys loose, but it's the Company B band, Brian Grove, Mike Arscott. They're here on the phone with us, man. It's pretty cool tonight, man. I thank you guys for your time, man. Anything else before we go?
No, but we hope to be back. We'll have a lot more stories to tell.
Yeah, man. Let's check in mid to late summer, man, and then that'll be enough time to pass by to see what happened.
Hell yeah.
All right, that sounds good.
Perfect.
Appreciate what you guys do, man.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for that, and we'll check you guys later, man. Company B band. Love
Okay,
it.
Danny. Take care.
All right, guys. See ya. Peace.
Right. Bye.
Company B band, man. That was kind of cool, man. We started off the call with Brian.
That's right.
And Brian's like, dude, we gotta call Mike. Let's get him on. I was like, shit. All right, man, call him, dude. We'll hang out. We'll chit chat.
Sure.
We'll talk a little story while you wait for y'all to get it together.
Talk a little story.
So we talked to him, man. It's pretty cool what they got going on. And they're right about that. You don't see too many Bad Company tribute bands.
No, you don't.
So I mean, dude, Bad Company's written some really cool tunes over the years.
Dude, I love Bad Company. I mean, I still listen to them to this day.
So getting work, man, they're going to get work. Once they get it all set up and established, they're going to get work.
Absolutely. Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
We love that. We love that.
That's right.
All right. So what do we got next going on here?
Man. Oh, wow. So, dude, I'm excited to talk about this.
I know you are.
This thing got me through the weekend, man, and it was kind of cool. So we're talking the Island Music Guitar of the Week. And this weekend's guitar that I got to take to the house and check out and document. It was a PRS SE Custom 24, 35th anniversary in the Black Gold Burst. This thing is a value-packed version of PRS's iconic Custom 24 Jim Catton, and it's awesome. So buckle up, get your ollie, pop it, and get ready to listen to this. The Paul Reed Smith SE Custom 24 35th Anniversary solid body electric guitar puts the sound, playability, and gorgeous looks of the custom line into a high-quality, affordable instrument. The SE Custom 24's mahogany body and maple top hold two great-sounding PRS-designed 8515 TCIS humbucking pickups. How do you like that so far, Mr. Auburn?
So far, I'm feeling it. Man,
Exactly.
It's giving me the tingles.
All right, well, it's three-piece maple neck, features a wide, thin shape for very easy playing, and the rosewood fingerboard is adorned with the classic PRS Berlin lace. Yeah. Dude, and what's really rad, and I mean really rad this time, is the headstock has been redesigned to now sport the Paul Reed Smith signature, adding the extra cool factor to the guitar, because for the longest time, all the SE versions just had Paul Reed Smith. It wasn't the fancy signature that was on the American models.
Oh, wow.
So now for this anniversary model, they're doing that. So hats off to them. That's really cool. This guitar is a true PRS through and through, as well being a great value. You don't have to be a rock star to enjoy this SE Custom 24. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like what I would call it is almost the perfect import guitar.
That's a bold statement, man.
I mean, in the quality, finish, playability, and looks, it's a 10. I mean, the only reason you're not buying it is because, A, you have an affinity for another brand. See, a lot of people don't understand they have affinities for things. Like, I have an affinity for Fender guitars. That's why I have most of those, right?
Yeah.
Well, dude, I branched out over the years. I finally opened up and learn not to do that. And I really found some really awesome other instruments. And you can see now that I got a variety of stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta keep your mind open and try all kinds of things.
Right, but I'm getting back to it's like, so when I worked at the store, guys would roll up and they would see like an Ibanez, but it was like the Strat version. You're like, no, I just want a Strat, man. No, you have an affinity for a Strat.
Right.
This doesn't mean that that's a bad instrument because it was made by a different company.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that. I mean, I have an affinity for Strats too, but I also have a PRS John Mayer. All right, I open my eyes and my broad, so I'm telling all the guys that have affinities for U.S. made only instruments, dude, you can branch out and there's a whole new world for you, man. Just give it a chance, man. But dude, this PRS is awesome. It's awesome. It really got the jam on it this weekend, and it really got me through some things. So it's really cool. The exceptional components. Okay, check this out. The combination of a mahogany body and a maple top gives the SE Custom 24 the perfect balance of rich mid-range and bright snap. And the beautiful flame maple top veneer helps make the instrument a real looker. As you can see in the pictures, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
They added a pair of the PRS designed humbuckers in the bridge and neck positions like a classic PRS. And you got a recipe for thick, sustaining tones. Pull up on the tone pop, and you'll access the chiming bell-like single coil sounds. So it's got the tap. So the 2-for-1er. And the SE Custom 24's maple neck has a wide, thin carve to it, so it makes it very fast and very playable, man. Really, really rad, man. Really rad deck.
So you can just totally shred if you want, or you can just
jam.
You can just Gilmore that thing and go smooth up in you.
Whatever you want, dude. It's dealer's choice, as I call it. Dealer's choice.
And it's damn. I want it.
Dude,
already.
I know, dude. I'm selling it, man.
You are selling
it, because it's awesome. Dude.
It's easy
like
to sell.
It's easy to sell when it's right.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that. I mean, dude, the bridge on it was gorgeous. I took a special shot of the bridge if you filter through the shots.
Yeah.
So you can just see the metal, the quality of the metal, man. This is really cool. All right. So the PRS designed 8515 TCIS humbucking pickups. So the two humbucking pickups in this guitar are the Paul Reed Smith designed 8515 TCISs. An update to the PRS original humbuckers, the 8515 TCISs are designed to sound terrific, either used in humbucking or single coil modes. They offer you plenty of output for driving your amp hard, while sounding clear and detailed when you want. These SE humbuckers closely resemble the tones of the US-made versions found in the solid body electric guitars crafted at the PRS Maryland factory. So that's pretty cool about these pickups too. So, and that's where the value comes in. PRS quality in every guitar. All Paul Reed Smith guitars are designed for performance right out of the case, and the SC Custom 24 is no exception. Construction from high-quality tone woods and components, PRS instruments carry a commitment to quality that's been the brand's hallmark since 1985, when Paul Smith began crafting guitars for some of the most elite players in the world. In fact, you'll often see a PRS SC in the touring rigs of most well-respected PRS artists in the world.
That's a fact.
It really is.
That's a fact. I was watching YouTube yesterday.
Right.
Alex Lifeson was doing a online class, and he had a PRS. He's been playing those for a long time.
Right.
Dude, the guy, yeah, that's a fact. That's all we'll get into that later.
Right.
Well-respected artists play these guitars.
Dude, I want to say this right now with all respect to the other brands out there, but I think PRS is the biggest game in town right now, man. I think they're slowly overtaking the other big two, and they better watch out, man. Because the quality's there to put it in. I mean, everybody loves them. Do you ever hear anybody say anything bad? No,
absolutely not.
The only time I ever hear people complaining is the price of some of the U.S.-made stuff. But guess what?
Yeah, they're never complaining over the quality or the product.
Yeah, it's always price.
It's always price.
And then, I don't got time for that crap.
I ain't got time for that crap.
I mean, dude, it just know what you can afford and buy what you can afford. But with PRS, instead of ixnaying you out of the conversation if you can't afford $5,000-$6,000, you know, for some of their real stuff, you know, the real high end stuff, for $1,000, dude, you can have this.
Right, and
How
that's
awesome.
a guitar that's going to last you a lifetime. You're going to pass it down.
Exactly.
That thing's not
man.
going anywhere.
No, dude, it's fine. It's fantastic, man.
It's a good investment.
Yeah. So, dude, let's look at the features at a glance.
All right.
It's a full-featured Paul Reed Smith guitar at a great price. It's got the legendary PRS quality and playability. The beautiful flame maple gives the guitar an elegant look. The mahogany body for punchy tone and long sustain. PRS design tremolo maintains tuning under heavy use. It's got the PRS 8515 TCIS pickups. They sound great in humbucking or single coil mode. It's got 2 mini coil tap switches to access the great single coil type tones. And the wide thin maple neck is comfortable and fast, man. Those are the features at a glance. And like I said, the quality is superb.
Yeah.
Superb. And playability is at an all-time high. So, dude, we'll do one more section on it. Tech specs.
There it is.
How do you like that, man?
Yeah, it's Geek Squad time.
That's right, dude. Let's do this. All right. So it's a solid body guitar. The body shape is what they call an SE Custom 24. It's a right-handed model that I had. It's a 6-string guitar, mahogany body, flame maple veneer top finish. It's got a gloss finish. Black gold burst was the color. Maple neck, wide thin shape, 10-inch radius, rosewood fingerboard, the PRS inlay burrs. It's got 24 frets, so it has the full inlay pattern because it's 24 fretter. 25-inch scale length, nut width of 1.6875 inches. Nut material of synthetic bronze powder blend, which was awesome. It's real stable. It's got the PRS molded tremolo in the back, the PRS design tuners, and of course the PRS TCIS humbucking pickups we've been talking about all Guitar of the Week.
Right.
This is the segment, but yeah, they're there. They're real. Try it out. The controls, it's got a master volume, a master tone, 3-way blade pickup switch, and of course the 2 mini toggle switch for the single coil modes.
There you go.
Boom. So it comes with 9 to 42 strings and a gig bag, man. And that's the Guitar of the Week. How do you like that?
I love it. Dude, it's hot. And she's beautiful.
Yeah, man. It's a player's guitar, man. Just wants to be played. There's nothing wrong with it. I love these imports. It's never been a better time to be a guitar player, man.
No, not at all.
I mean, the technology is there. The companies are using it to create fantastic instruments at every level.
Yeah.
Every level. This is really cool, man, because it used to not be this way. Everybody just takes it for granted, like everything's supposed to be perfect.
Right.
They have no idea.
Hello, McFly. Let me tell you. It's not how it is, man.
Right. So, dude, that's Guitar of the Week, man. Island Music. Go down there, check it out. Go in the store and say, hey, I'm here to see that Guitar of the Week. We're going to pull it down and let you jam it out on it.
Absolutely, man.
And make a deal on it. Take it home. That's what I say.
Yeah.
All that, $9.99.
You know, I was getting ready to say, gig bag. It's under $1,000.
Yeah.
$9.99.
Dude, trust me, dude, I prefer gig bags now. I mean, unless you're a touring musician and you're on the road, gig bags are fine, man.
They are. They're absolutely fine.
Yeah, especially the one that came with that one. It was a nice, sturdy one.
I'll bet.
But that's Guitar of the Week, man.
Yeah, thank you to Island Music right there in the Plate of Maryland. Keith, Jack, and the guys and the gals over there taking care of business and supplying us with the Guitar of the Week every week. We love that.
Exactly. Cool. Well, dude, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll do the Jesse Wickline Allied Renovations 2 for Tuesday shout-outs, and then we'll get Mr. Antonio Rucci on the phone. What do you think?
Perfect.
Awesome, dude. Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for Music Talk Radio. We'll be right back.
Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk construction.
All right, Mr. Harsher, what's up?
Our good friends at Allied Renovations can offer the best value when it comes to replacing your home's exterior whether it be your roof or facade. Did you know that?
How does he do it?
Streamlined operations. Jesse and his team have been part of the roofing community since 2015. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, Jesse has some of the deepest roots in our community. Did you know that?
Why does that matter?
Because you don't have to worry about the here today, gone tomorrow contractor schemes that are out there.
Well, you know he's going to be around. That's some great stability.
Yes, it is. So if and when the time comes, your home needs help with its roof or facade, please don't forget to contact Jesse Wickline at Allied Renovations. That number is 301-399-7031. Once again, that number is 301-399-7031. They are waiting for your call.
Tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry. Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss. Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today. Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
Welcome back to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show. If you're lucky, you'll see these two on a tandem bicycle riding down 925. We see each other through different eyes.
Oh yeah, we're back from break. It's the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. How are you tonight, Mr. Alden?
Are you kidding me? I'm great, man.
That's awesome, dude. I'm fine. I'm in the swing of things.
You hanging in there, man? You're doing a
good.
thing.
I'm feeling semi-good right now.
Good, man. Good.
Feels good to be back in the chair. Everything's happening. A couple hiccups here and there. But that's to be expected when you go through something like this.
That's right. That's right.
Cool, dude. Well, one more last time. Like I said, the show's dedicated in memory of my late mother-in-law, Debbie and Callie, and I'm going to do one more pop for it.
There you go. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Good pop, buddy.
Cool, dude. Well, dude, the show's cranking tonight. I've had an awesome time talking to everybody. It's been informative. Brian Grove and Mike from the Company Beat Band. They got something going on there. Check those guys out. David Higgins, Southern Maryland Chronicle. Higgy on the beat. That was awesome so far. Sean Kirkpatrick, a classic segment with him. And we just got one little bit of housekeeping to do. Then we can get our last featured guest on tonight. What do you think about that?
All right, man. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to get it done. We're going to take it home stretch.
Nice. So we're going to do the Jesse Wickline Allied Renovations 2 for Tuesday shout-outs with Mr. Dan Albin.
Yeah. Hey, good evening, everyone. Dan Albin here. Bringing you your Tuesday, 2 for Tuesday shout-outs. Look, guys. This is a rough episode. I'm sorry. We're tired. We're getting back in the groove. Hang in there with us. We love you. You know that, right? We love all of you. All right, so without further ado, it is Jesse Wickline and Allied Renovations presents the Two for Tuesday shoutouts right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show. Without further ado, let's call some names. We've got J.C. Moore, Bonnie Miley, Dwayne Altman, Tim Elder, Lisa Watts, Brian Grove, Rick Curl. It's a very short list, but we love everybody who's on it. Thank you so much for that. Thank you to Jesse Wickline, Allied Renovations. Give them a call. They'll take care of you. You hear the commercials run through the program, the numbers on the screen. You know what to do. Thank you guys for the support and love. We love you. By the time this show's over, we're going to bust 7,300 followers. So we're very, very grateful to everyone for that.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, dude, Two for Tuesday shout-outs, man. Love that segment. We got some real troopers on the list, the ones that have always been there for a while, and a couple newbies.
Yeah.
So it's cool. Everybody just needs to be tuned in to get the name shout-out. That's it. That's all we got for that. But, dude, one last guest, man. One last featured guest. Antonio Rucci, man, from Pretty Mean Band.
Can't wait.
A couple weeks ago, we had Mike Miller on from the Pretty Mean Band, and it's just kind of cool to have him on. We're going to double check in, see what's going on. They got some new stuff happening, and see what's up with Antonio. So it's kind of rad, right?
Hell yeah, it's going to be great, man.
Awesome, dude. Let's dial him up. Give me some soothing tones, sir.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Our second featured guest of the evening, Antonio Rucci, coming right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show from the band Pretty Mean.
All right, dude, it's ringing. We're locking in the signal. We're going to get them cranking, man. Feel good about this one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Mike did a great interview, so he's got to live up to that.
Hello?
Hey, Antonio, it's Dan from Guitar Gurus. You want to go on the air?
Hell yeah, man. Let's do it.
Awesome, dude. Well, I got your mic on. I'm in the studio. I got my co-host, Mr. Dan Albin, with me. Dan Albin, say hi to Antonio Rucci.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm great, man. Good evening, gentlemen.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out with us, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you guys up to tonight?
Dude, well,
Talking to cool cats like you. That's what we're doing, man.
Hell yeah, man.
We
That's
love
what it's
our
about.
life. We've got a great thing going on over here.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I've checked it out before. It's really good. I dig it.
nice, man. Awesome, dude. Well, dude, we had Mike on from your band a couple weeks ago, and that was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So we'll check in with you there, but I want to get your backstory on your musical journey. When did you start playing music? How old were you? And connect us the dots, give us the Cliff Notes version of your musical journey and how you ended up to be in this band Pretty Mean right now.
Yeah, man. Well, it's definitely been a long journey. Started really when I was young. I grew up in Ocean City, and my parents owned a nightclub there. It was like a beach club during the day and a nightclub at night. And he had like all kinds of national acts that came through there, like Ramones, like Four Non Blondes, Eggert Winter, like huge bands like that were big in the 80s and stuff. And they were doing the secondary markets and stuff, and like he picked them up, a lot of them. So like I'm 6 years old, and seeing all these national acts come through, and just like at 6 years old, just blowing my mind.
Right.
Because when your family owns something, like a family-run business, I mean, the school bus dropped us off there. I had a bed in the back of the place, so we lived in the club. And growing up there and seeing all these like artists that came through, like really good ones, just kind of put me on my path. And kind of like in the, I would say like mid '90s, like we had the recession and stuff like that, and kind of closed the club up and moved back down here to Southern Maryland, like where we're from.
Right.
And like I moved from like my backyard being a beach to my backyard being a cornfield in Newburgh. So like it was definitely like a culture shock from being like where I was at to down here, which I definitely appreciate now looking back. But the cool thing about your parents owning a club and it closing up is I got the CD collection. So I had thousands of CDs in the early 90s, and just there was nothing to do in the cornfield area in Newburgh. Seriously, like it was desolate. Back in the 90s, there was nothing. there wasn't even anything in La Plata.
Right.
And so I just kind of immersed myself in the music, and I begged. Remember the old Sears catalogs that used to come in the mail with everything in them? So here I moved back down here, like I would rip the pages out of all these Sears catalogs that we got in the mail and like circle guitars and just like lay them around the house and stuff like that, trying to, hint at my parents, hey, give me a guitar or something like that.
Right.
So Christmas comes around, I get my first guitar, and it was over from there. It kind of set me on my path. I took a couple guitar lessons. My first guitar was a PV Predator, like an old Strat copy, and the neck was like the size of a baseball, and a baseball bat, and it was just like insane. But I think that's why I play so hard now, is because that first guitar was just so massive. Right. And I remember taking a couple lessons at Raylon, and the dude was trying to like teach me like Twinkle Twinkle Star and stuff like that. And I wasn't digging it at all. And it was just like, come on, man. I'm like 8 years old, and, I'm listening to like AC/DC every day. I don't want to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And then I quit there, and then I was like telling my dad, I was like, listen, I still want to play guitar, take guitar lessons. That dude sucks, though. I just can't do it. Right. So he talked to one of his buddies. He found out about Hot Licks in Waldorf. So he took me down. He got me Monday off school, went down to Hot Licks, and I took lessons from this guy, Todd. So I walk in the place, and this dude's got long, blonde, bleach blonde hair. He's got this Rainbow Crackle Jackson soloist guitar. I was like, yes, this is who I should be learning from. So I kind of got in there. I took lessons for years there. I ended up working at Hot Licks for a long time, and I ended up teaching guitar there. So I was there for a long time, and I really appreciate those years. I got to be around all of the different musicians that came through and all the stuff I learned from everybody that worked there. So it was a cool upbringing as far as like being in your teenage years in that environment. Right. So after that, kind of met up. I had a buddy from school that I met in like the school jazz band and stuff, Kenny Smith. And you might know him, the drummer for like No Green Jelly Beans and stuff like that. Yeah. So he called me one day. I was sitting there teaching guitar, and he called me and he was like, "Hey man, our guitar player just quit, and we got a bunch of shows coming up." And I was like, I was a super metalhead at the time. I was like, dude, if it's not like, Shredfest, Ozzy, whatever, Black Sabbath, I'm just not into it. And it was hard going from like that kind of style, and then I went into a pop punk band. So it was like a different world completely. And but it was awesome. And then I joined the band, and we kind of took off from there. We built up a really big local fan base, and we just hit it hard. Just playing everywhere we could in Southern Maryland, and that kind of took us into our next phase. Like, we started getting really, a lot more serious about it. We were trying to scrape together any money we could with like local shows and stuff like that. And we ended up recording our first album up in Baltimore, our first full-length album. And from there, we just got that done, that first album. And thankfully, my dad bought us an RV, and we just hit the road. And that was probably like in 2006, 2007. And we didn't stop for, I think, about 4 or 5 years, just touring, trying to get anything we could. We got a couple peaks from the Warner Music Group back when we were before a different incarnation of the band, and now the band was Count Your Blessings. And from there, we just kept on going. We would follow Warped Tour all around the country, trying to get on there. And then on the way back, actually, from one tour, we got a call from this guy that owned a record label called Standby Records. It was a subsidiary of like Victory and Sony Red. And we were so jaded at that point because we've been working so hard that we were just ready to sign to anything. So we ended up signing a record label with them, and we had them for like 3 albums. So we did that for a while, and then the label ended up being kind of shitty and kind of messing with us and not paying for stuff while we're on tour and all kinds of nonsense. And we were actually going to record our second full-length follow-up album in like 2010, because we were touring on the first album like forever, like years.
Right.
And we went in the studio with this dude Taylor Larson, and we started recording the album with him. Halfway through recording the album, it was time to pay up the other half of the album, and then the guy that owns the label just stopped returning anybody's phone calls. It was just like, okay, see ya.
Wow.
We're not answering your phone calls anymore. There was another band we were on the label with called Black Veil Brides. You guys ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were signed to that same label, and like all the money, because our album actually sold quite a bit, our first album. Like it was, for some reason, we were huge in Australia. Like we sold more albums in Australia than like anywhere else combined. And they took our marketing budget and dumped it all into this Black Veil Brides, and they blew up. They went crazy.
Right.
In Hot Topic, everywhere. And
Yeah, I remember.
so we kind of got jaded. We were a little pissed off, and we decided we were going to record the rest of the album ourselves. We paid for it, and we changed the band name just to get out of the contract and stuff like that. And we started a new band. It was called Us and Them, and we did one album with that, and it was awesome. It was a great, solid rock and roll record we were all really proud of. And, we toured on that for about, I would say, another year and a half, 2 years, and then we kind of just started to need the growing up, and, we all kind of went our separate ways. Everybody started getting a career going, buying houses, having kids, stuff like that. Then Mike hit me up, and Mike was in Count Your Blessings as well with us, and he hit me up, and he was like, hey, man, we should start playing around here, playing bars, like covers and stuff. And I was like, I don't know about that, because I was never into playing covers or anything like that. But he got me. He got me on the hook for that. And so we did the cover thing for a couple years. And it was fun while it lasted. We had some good times. We partied a lot. And that kind of phased out. And then I had a couple kids of my own. Everybody was buying houses and, settling down and getting older and whatnot. And then Mike calls me again out of the blue. He's like, hey, man, we should start working on some music. And I just finished building a recording studio at my house. So I was like, well, we should record it ourselves. So that's what we've been doing for the past 2 years. That's kind of the Cliff Notes version of my musical saga.
That's a pretty good one, man. It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's an interesting journey, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely been run the gamut.
Wow. Well, indeed, that took a little bit more time than I thought, but I want to get to this next question. But
Sure.
don't dive too deep for me, because I know your collection's probably good. But what's your current rig and guitar setup? What do you got? What the brand names you use? What the model number? What kind of gear?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm a gear horse, so I kind of got a little bit of everything. But my main rig right now is like an Axe Effects. I'm into like digital modeling stuff. I got that. I run like PRS guitars live. A few Jacksons still. I'm a big Jackson guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Any pedals? Do you do pedals?
No,
Any analog?
No, I don't really mess with it anymore. Like I got so hooked into the modeling stuff. Like everything's built into the Axe Effects. Like I got my wah built into the Axe Effects. I got all my modeling and chorus effects. Anything is built into that unit, and it's just we run in-ear, so it's like the same consistency night and night. So it just works a little bit better for me.
I understand.
Now, don't get me wrong. I still love, like, back in the old days, crank up a Les Paul right through a JCM 800. It was awesome. But
Right.
times changed. The taste has changed a little bit.
I dig it, man. I dig it.
Yeah.
So, dude, you've been playing shows for a long time, man. What are
Yep.
what are some of your frustrations in live performances versus like doing the big time recording sessions?
Sound is always, I guess, the enemy. There's not each show's got its own quirks and stuff like that. The nice thing about recording is, you're sitting in front of these sweet studio monitors. It sounds amazing. everything's dialed in right. And then, live shows, you got your battles for like what you hear on stage versus what they hear out front. Back in the day, y'all turned your amps all the way up and everything sounded groovy on stage. And then, when you start getting a little bit older, you worry about what the crowd actually hears. And you worry about like the front of the house more. And, now that we're on in-ears and stuff, like you don't vibe out as much to like when everything was just loud and awesome.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a whole new dynamic, man.
Yep. But there's nothing like hearing a loud-ass rock band. It's still sweet.
Yeah, there is something nice about that.
Right.
Once in a while.
Push some air through some speakers, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, where live shows, man? Dates, times, and locations. Where can people check out Pretty Mean coming up?
Absolutely. We got one coming up at DC at the DC 9 nightclub. That's going on March 13th. And that's an original showcase. A buddy's band out of Florida is playing with us. Idle Minds, Out of Time, My Heart, My Anchor. And then we just actually booked our first summer show. We're going to be doing Gilligan's on May 29th with our buddies in Squid Ink. And we're going to do a show down there, yeah.
The rock reggae.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a nice jam fest. I think we're shooting a video, too, down there, so hopefully everybody can come out and check it out.
Yeah, man.
I might slide in there for that one.
Hell yeah, man! And I do got to give a shout out to some of the venues around here that have actually been booking us, and like Squid Ink as well. We did like 3 shows around here with original rock music. It's kind of rare anymore to kind of see that, and it's cover bands everywhere else. So we definitely appreciate like Brandy over at PTM, the guys at Ollie's, and Art at Gilligan's for giving us a chance.
Yeah, good old Art.
Yep.
No, that's great, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. All right, dude. Well, one last question, and we'll get on out of here tonight. All right? You've been a champ.
All right, bro.
This has been perfect. This is cool.
Thanks, man.
All right. So we call it best gig, worst gig. You answer in any order you like, but you gotta answer both. And this accounts for everything, dude. So what was the absolute worst gig, and what's the absolute best gig?
All right. Well, it's different for me. Like I know Mike already answered one. Like we played a couple shows, like opening up for like huge headliners and like a stadium and whatnot. That was awesome. Don't get me wrong. But for me, my favorite show, and I still look back on it, was our first U.S. tour, and we had to stop in San Antonio at, I think the place was like the White Rabbit or something like that.
Okay.
And Count Your Blessings had a song called Take It Easy that we wrote in my parents' garage. And again, a bunch of guys from Maryland. This is their first time in Texas, and we're playing the song, and I'm seeing all these kids that just know every word to it. It like blew me away at the time, and I still come back to that show like quite a bit. That's definitely my favorite one.
Wow, that is kind of cool.
Yeah. Worst show? It would probably be when I was in the cover band. We were booked at the Horseshoe Casino in Baltimore.
Oh, wow.
And on 4th of July. And if you guys have ever been there, the stage is like 20 feet up in the air.
Right.
And there's no human connection whatsoever. You're up there like ornaments on a tree. And it was 4th of July. All my friends are down here partying, having a good time. We're sitting at the casino. You guys, you remember the movie Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah, right.
When she's at the beginning of the movie, she's singing in the lounge of the casino, and the one dude's like, woo, by himself. That's exactly what it was like. And I was like, dude, I'm like having a moment. I'm sister acting it right now.
Damn, what a reference. Sorry.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the worst shows.
Love the honesty.
Yeah.
Love the honesty.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the first time Whoopi Goldberg's ever been brought up on this show.
Yes.
Damn you, Whoopi.
There it is.
God damn it.
Get some eyebrows, woman. Freaks me out. Freaks me out.
That's the one, guys. Absolutely. Those casino shows. Whew.
Well, damn, man.
Jeez, did they at least give you like a voucher for like $20 in a slot machine or something for it?
No, not at all. I don't think we got anything. The one out in West Virginia, the Hollywood one, that one's sweet. They hook you up over there.
Cool.
I like that sound of that.
Right, they got a sports book there now too.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so watch out.
Horse betting.
No, sports betting.
No, I know that, but they got the horses too.
Man, I'm betting
Yeah.
sports, man. I ain't
It's a
betting-
good vibe over there. Absolutely.
Yeah, right. That's awesome, dude. Well, dude, we appreciate your time tonight, man.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, love checking in with you, checking in with Pretty Mean. We got our eyes on you guys. We'll check you out. See what's going
Hell
on.
yeah, man. We got a new album coming out this spring, so be on the lookout for that and come to one of the shows and jam out with us, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet, man. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'll be in touch in a couple months when that thing drops. Get you back on or something.
Awesome, bro. I appreciate it, guys.
All right, Antonio, from the Guitar Gurus, we say thank you and have a great night. All right, buddy?
All right. See you guys.
All
Have a
right.
good one.
See ya.
Bye. There he goes, dude.
Yeah, and we could definitely have him back.
Yeah,
He's
man.
got a lot more stories.
That was
This was his
awesome,
first
man.
condensed version. We got him in quick.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's got some road stories, man.
I like road stories. We should have just a road story episode one night.
roadies.
But that was great. So, Pretty Mean. Check them out. They got something coming up here in the spring. They got shows coming up. They're busy. They're doing a great job, man.
Yeah, man. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I enjoyed that.
Wow, dude, another show.
There it is.
Man.
59, I think. Right?
Episode 59.
59.
59, dude. So that's it, man. The show for Mom. This show's dedicated to the memory of my late mother-in-law. God bless her soul. Deborah Ann Galliano, I love you. The show's been all for you tonight. We've been popping ollies in your honor. And God, I'm going to miss her, man. That's all I'm going to say on the subject on this show is I'm just going to miss her, man. It's not fair. I'm going to miss her. Thanks to all the sponsors tonight. Ollie's Bar and Grill, Southern Maryland Chronicle, Allied Renovations, Christopher Lane Tattoos, Cooper Construction. They've all been here. And hopefully next week, we might have a major announcement for next week. We're about 99% sure, but I'm going to side on the error of caution.
There's always that chance.
There's always that chance that this might fall apart, but come next week, man, we're going to be bringing back a fan favorite segment, a new location, but a fan favorite segment will most likely be coming back next week. So
it's in the works. It looks like it could happen.
Right.
We'll know after our meeting.
Right. This later this week. So everybody sit back, dig in, and try to figure out what we're talking about. So
yeah,
it's going to be awesome. I feel good energy about that. But man, we're coming right up on an hour and 40 some minutes, man. I think we hit it out of the park tonight.
This is great. Perfect. Love it.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you, everyone, for everything you do. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out with us.
Yeah, man. Really cool, really cool. We enjoyed the Southern Maryland music scene. We're here for you guys. Like I said, we're trying to have a mix of all different types of bands. We've had everybody on from the Sam Grow Band. That's the biggest band going on around here. They've ventured out, to all the way to Company B. But Brian and those guys, they just started. They're getting organized. Bring them on.
Yeah.
Get them out there, dude. No one's doing Bad Company tribute. They got kind of butted up in front of the line because of that. Unique.
There it
it's
is.
kind of cool, It's cool. That's what we're all inclusive, man. Everybody's gonna get a turn eventually
it.
when the time is right.
Like you've always said, the answer's never no.
It's
It's just you got to wait your turn.
Yeah, and then the timing's got to be right.
And that's exactly right.
Timing, genre, and stuff like that all matters.
If you've got something major getting ready to happen,
Yeah. Guess what? You're gonna get bumped ahead.
Yeah.
If it's documentable. Not just
Yeah.
story talk, but
yeah, I mean, sometimes you'll get, like, hey, I want to come on. It's like, well, I don't have anything booked at all. All right, so what are you working on?
right.
We're not-
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, well then let's just get together when you got
Right.
It's,
Been tricked a couple times.
we'll get fooled again.
Right.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Fooled me twice. Shame on me. But dude, I would say thanks, man.
Yeah.
for being here. Thanks to David Higgins, 1 year anniversary, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Shout out to that guy, man. He took a chance on our program and went all in and committed to the process. And like I said, you only read the news one time.
That's right. That shows his commitment.
Right. And
you're talking 52 out of 59.
Yeah.
Because we did a couple before.
Right, exactly.
It's wow.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Yeah. We've been there together.
Cool. Well, I'm good.
We're cross promoted on the Chronicle.
Right.
If you scroll through the Chronicle, check us out at the bottom. We're there, buddy.
Cool. Well, dude, I'm spent. You spent?
I've spent all I've got.
All right, dude. Well, from the Guitar Gurus, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio, we say thank you and good night.